Hello everyone, it is Mr. Pretzel here with another Minecraft video. Here with a redstone contraption. Yes, it's been a little bit, but we finally have another one out. This time, as you can probably see in the title, it is a simple redstone hidden door. So, let's get on with it and show you what it's like. So, here's the contraption in full. Very simple, very compact. I don't think you could get it any more compact. However, you will have to follow the instructions very precisely if you want to be able to get it to work. So, first of all, you must place a button right here. Okay, it must be stone button, otherwise it will not work. Next up, you go into the corner. The button will work. Wait for the bell. Because the bell is very loud. Just wait. Then you wait a little bit longer. And then you go through. To get out, there's the stone button right here. You click it, and you run out. Okay. Now, how this works. So let me show you through circuit by circuit. The color coding will tell you, apart from the fact that there's two yellows, but that's just how it has to be. And the color coding is necessary. Make it the same, otherwise it will not work. So, there is pink concrete under here with 5 redstone in this specific orientation and position, going into this piston right here. This piston right here goes into the block right here. Okay, that redstone thing goes up here along this green concrete to this machine that causes 1 tick, except it ends up creating 1 tick. Okay. And then it goes into this repeater right here. That is on the 2 tick setting. There are 4 different settings. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we want it on the 2nd tick setting. Then it goes into these 3 redstone on this green concrete, into these 2 comparators, one facing like this, one facing like this with redstone at the end. Then your redstone right here goes into a 1 tick repeater into 2 redstone. That redstone then connects to a comparator to create an even longer pulse extender, as that is what this small contraption is labeled and called. So I have here 5 redstone comparators to create a nice long pulse extender. That then leads over to here to a piston, to an observer. That observer connects to this observer, which will create a redstone clock, creating a repeating pulse until this piston has been deactivated. Next up, that observer then leads into this yellow concrete, which has redstone on top of it. And this redstone goes along for 8 blocks, and there's yellow concrete underneath it, above it, and on the one side. And at the end, there's a redstone torch. However, we'll talk more about that later. On the side of all of the yellow concrete, there's a piston facing away from it. Then, in front of the pistons, there are redstone blocks. Above those redstone blocks, then there is red concrete with a bell attached to the side. Now, let's follow that redstone torch. That redstone torch leads into some redstone on top of some more yellow concrete, which, as I said previously, you must ensure that it is yellow. That feeds into these sticky pistons. These are sticky pistons. These are sticky pistons. All of these are sticky pistons. However, they will not look like this for you. However, the face will look like this. A non-sticky piston will not have the green slime on it. Now, that redstone block, those redstone blocks to be specific, will have a bell on top of them. Those bells, however, must be connected to a block, which is why we have these blocks here, and you must place those blocks before placing the bells, which you can do like this. So, now, there's an observer facing this bell, which then feeds into this 4-tick repeater, into yet another pulse extender. And this pulse extender is just one in length. However, it has 2, but that's complex stuff. And then leads into this dropping thingy-majiggy, also known by some as a dropper. However, a dispenser will do, however, a dropper is safer. You can put any item in here, but I decided to put exactly 49 paper in here, which is the specific amount that you need in order for it to work. That will then lead into, let's see, water stream. That is 1, 2, skip a few, 8 long, and to another 8 long water stream with glass around it to keep it nice and lovely. You know, it has to be exactly like that and exactly this long. Everything has to be exactly like this. As I've said multiple times, if it's not like this, it probably won't work. Alright. Now, that leads into this tripwire system that detects when the paper that is dispensed over there, when this part of the contraption is activated. When the paper comes through the water stream into here, it will get burned up, but before then, it will activate this tripwire hook. And yes, there's string in there. Just, you probably might not be able to see it, but there it is. Leads into this yellow concrete. And there's this redstone on more yellow concrete. Around, and then it goes to this torch tower. This torch tower goes up, I don't know, we'll say about 20 blocks. I think that's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, about 12, 13. But you know what? The taller it is, the more likely it'll work, because that's how stuff works. Now, there is some redstone on top, then some observers going down, and at the very bottom, you'll find some redstone dust on top of blue concrete, light blue concrete, to be specific. And that will then lead to this repeater. Just make sure that this is exactly this space apart. The repeater will then lead into this redstone, which then leads into yet another pulse extender, like this. You've seen enough of them, and it started to rain. But don't worry, because we're almost done. Finally. So this redstone right here then leads over here to this button that I placed earlier to allow yourself out. And then it leads over here into this blue concrete, which then will have redstone torch placed on top, on the side of it. That then leads to this redstone, which is on top of this block, causing it to work. And there we go. And let us activate it again. Bells. And wait for it, and there we go. That has been it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. That was enjoyable. It's been too long since I've done that. Okay. Good job for staying this long. Because the video's not actually over. If you look in the bottom, it is not over. Because look at that date. If you've looked in the description, which for legal reasons and probably other reasons, maybe not necessarily legal reasons, but we will go along with that. It says that this is an April Fool's joke. So, over here, we have a much better one. So, you place, not here, but you place it here. You press the button. You have to run right through it. It's a little bit different. And you press the button there, and yeah. I'd almost recommend actually, no, actually that wouldn't work. But then that has redstone along like this. It doesn't matter what block you have on top of that. That's just for comedic effect. And that leads into this redstone, this sticky piston. And that then leads into this repeater, which is set to 4 ticks. And then there's a redstone torch on top of this block here, and you have your pistons there. Okay, and then you press this button, and you can get out. So, thank you for watching the second part of this video. Thank you very much. And, I hope you enjoy this little April Fool's joke. Yeah, see you all next time. For real. Goodbye!